I'm Chase Miandoni, and today, what we're gonna be doing is actually not a how-to video right now. It's actually a me playing my own games video. So yeah, so it's kind of me playing, and yeah, so I'll be playing my own games, and this is supposed to be interesting rather than a regular gameplay because, well, I do also know extra things in my own games that I may add, so I guess let's get straight into it. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is going through some of the games that I made, and I already opened up most of them right here, and that's quite a lot, but I've also have one other game that I'm gonna open up in simmer.io because I don't think I have it in Unity right now. Right here in Unity Hub. So, well, I guess I think I made that on another computer. So first, I think that I should just go straight into what I've done, and this is, yeah. So before I play this, I wanted to show I have a black mode and a white mode. So right here is a white mode, and right here is a black mode. After playing them, for some reason, this is the original way that the game was made with the black mode. For some reason, I happen to prefer white mode now. So I'm just gonna use this. And this is the main menu of my thing. So now I'm just gonna play it. So yeah, this is the startup of what it does. It's all AI based, which is this one is now gonna go and touch this, and this one is gonna head to this. So yeah, they're all set to move to different areas. And first I'm just gonna go to the tutorial level. So immediately here, because for testing purposes, I'm not actually that good at using this using this game without losing. So I did also create a little cheat, but I'm just going to try doing it legitimately. So avoid the red cube, get the bits to the white cube, which I know, and yeah, touch the green button to complete the level. And yeah, so I think all of this is pretty clear. In the tutorial level, which I happen to only have in this game. So a lot of these games will just be work in progress, but I have completed quite a bit. So now I'm just gonna push these all here, and oh, I guess it must have glitched out. So that's also a really glitchy thing that happens to happen in this game. Because it's not like fully finished, most of the time it won't really work that well. But so this is a little cheat thing that I added. F makes you fly, so like this. And I think that this is a little extra thing so that I can get to the end and win much quicker. Mostly so that I can test if the button right here actually works and triggers a win scene. But I'm just gonna float here and here. And I'm just gonna collect all of these bits. Oh, it's there. Okay. And oh my god, so it looks like, okay, now I'm just gonna drop them off here. Like this. And yeah, I'm waiting for this one last brown thing to go. And now with all of the bits here, I've completed. It's loading, and it takes me to the wind scene. And I've also I see right here, I've added something that says there's a secret area here. Currently, it doesn't trigger, but right here, we have. Let's actually zoom in right here. So if I do this and take this out, if I move my mouse over here, this is the secret area, which I also have a collider right here to make sure that you don't fall off. Right here that the collider should be, which I'll make it a trigger, and I'll make it trigger the secret scene. So you can go, it looks like I'm stuck, but yeah. And see, you can go straight through, and you're hitting this one box. And now I'm just gonna go out. And now, yeah, so now that I've shown this, it seems like it's a little slow in triggering. Now that I've shown that, I'm actually just gonna show the secret level, which I'm also thinking of adding an extra thing. Currently it has nothing in it, but in the future I'm planning to add something. And I'm actually not sure what that could be, but I guess I'll still try to figure that out. And that's pretty much it for this one game. And I'm just going to minimize this and open the next ones. So I guess this one is one of the games that is here. And I'm just going to go to the main menu. And right here, so this is, I'm pretty sure that I've shown this game before. And I don't really have much to say about it. I never really added any secrets to it. But I'm just going to attempt to finish this whole level right here by doing this. And first, I'm just going to keep on moving right here. And yeah, so I can also zoom very fast by clicking both the W and the up arrow, so that makes it even faster than it is, which I think is interesting. And yeah, so this is a level that I've also added. It is very confusing because there is like a glitch where for some reason in the middle at like a random point, just like I showed here, randomly just glitches and throws you off to the corner. So I'm just gonna try this level again, but try to maintain on this side the entire time. I happened to, the one time that I moved to that side, I happened to get that. So I'm gonna try really hard. Just these cars are that I happen to add. And get a little, I can make it a little bit tricky. And yeah, okay. So it looks like that I'm actually struggling to win again in my own games now, which is very interesting, but I guess I am much better at developing games than playing them. So that works. Okay. And I think that we've passed that glitch at this point. I think I'm safe to return to this area. And okay, that's exactly where we're supposed to be. And I assume that this is the end. And here it says you win. Okay, so now the western level, which is also pretty challenging. There's also one level which I actually recommend you to try this game. I'll send the link to all of my games that I have published and that I have fully finished. In this case, this one's fully finished. So since this is also my first game that I ever made, about 6 months ago, and yeah, since this is the first, actually it might be 8 months ago now, and since this is the first game that I ever made, I'll put this first in my in the links that I'll put in the description for these games. And yeah, the one that I recommend you to do, which I have almost never completed, is one called the park level. After like 2 or 3 hours of trying it, I completed it only once. And yeah, so that was hard. And the boss level, which I don't know why I called it that at that time, but it's actually very challenging, but not as hard as the park levels, which is also very interesting. I think that I need to count how many times I said interesting, but let's go. So you may notice this little blue cube hanging around right here in this, under this car. It's actually because this car is not the main thing. This cube is a parent of the car. So this cube is the one that's actually putting out this effect, I'd call it, or trail. And the car I just added on top as a child to this object, so it moves wherever this cube goes. So everything doing something is actually not the car, it's this cube right here. And I'm just going to finish this. This game's actually pretty long, although I expected it to be short. And this one is very, very hard on my eyes. And yeah, it's a very light level. I think that the material that I added here was, rather than just simple white, I think I may have added one that emitted light. And in this case, it must have emitted white. And if you set that to like very high, then it will probably come out like this. But to be fair, this is also kind of what it looks like for real snow that we've experienced. And well, I guess I couldn't complete that, so I'm just gonna go through them. If I don't complete them once, then I'm just gonna skip to the next. Maybe I think that you can complete all of them. So, well, I guess yeah, since you can probably complete all of them on your first try. I guess you can see more of the level by playing it in the link. So I guess that would work. And I think that I can complete this level. So also these cars don't look like they're going that fast, but actually it can get immensely fast. Although it doesn't look like it at this perspective. So if I like go here and not click maximize on play and go to this car, where this car is, I'm just gonna go here And if I focus on that, so the car is right about like here. And if I go, oops, I clicked the play button, which was not what I was meant to click. Neighborhood level. And you can see this is what the car looks there. But yeah. So currently it's not going that fast, but it's seriously picking up the pace. And I need to try that again. And to be fair, it actually goes even faster on my next in the next game that I think I should be showing, which is called Car Pass or Police Attack. Either way you'd say it. And well, I guess I didn't complete that one either, so I guess now. So now until this, I won't be able to complete much of this because I think that I may have made this game almost impossible. So that's a little bit challenging for me. But I think that yeah, I've only tried to complete this so far, and yeah, there's only one time that I got really lucky and I jumped into the air and won, but that was, I think, a glitch. So I think it's really hard to actually complete this level. And yeah, so now I need to go here. Okay, and okay, alright, so this is the end of the thing because I got stuck right here. So I'm just gonna quit this and I'll just show this last level, which actually the most interesting part out of everything that I said was interesting here was that this level was actually the first level that I made in this game. This level was the first, and then I made the tutorial so the hardest level I happened to make first, which I think was because I wanted this to be a totally different game, but this ended up being like this, so I think that I can't really see much, and yeah, that's it. So that pretty much makes it for this part for this game. So the next one I'm gonna do is this one, soccer ball, and well, yeah. So this game also has a multiplayer to it, which you can use by using the arrow keys, which so your friend could use the arrow keys and you could use the WASD or vice versa. And so right now I'm just going to be controlling the red team with the arrow keys, and I'm going to be controlling the blue team with the WASD. So this is kind of like one of those soccer games that you'd play. And this game is actually really simple, but it doesn't really have that much code behind it. So you can basically choose whatever team you want. You can change teams. It doesn't say that which team you need to be. And it just says blue team wins or red team wins, which is that. So, I mean, I guess there isn't much else to talk about for this specific game. And this yellow cube that I've added was like just extra completely. I guess it could be considered the referee, which I'm just gonna go with that. And on to the next one. I want to be, so this one actually, although I think that I may not need to talk about too much because I think most of you know about this, but I have added some extra stuff to this game, so I'm not going to complete it, but I'm just going to show. So this is the only, I think, like one of the very few things that I've added in the game. And aside from the particle effects, this little snowman right here that I'm viewing right now is, I'm actually equipped a code that was for one of the cars. So now this snowman behaves like a car, which I think is interesting. Everything here seems interesting for me. And it looks like I really do have a ton of snow-related levels. And this is the next one, which happened to be that this video on the channel that I did about this got the most amount of views. So I guess this, it's not really Christmas time anymore. It's nearing summertime, so I don't know much about this. So yeah, this is what I made. There were actually a ton of assets involved in creating this game, so that was quite a bit. And this, if you happen to realize that this little button thing right here looks exactly like the button in the car maze game. So right here, that button at the end of the level, which I'm just gonna zoom in on this. So this right here, this button at the end of the level is also it's also this exact asset that I made in Blender, because this is actually what gave me the idea of it. So, well, in this game I can pick up objects, which I already did, and yeah, it's also finicky if you touch something. So in this game, I like hope that nothing bumps into my present while I'm going about, because then it's basically gone. And I've already fell off, so I think I need to restart this game and go again. So I think that if I just collect one of these, this game is also unfinished, like most of the games that I have. And yeah, so although this game has the biggest video on the channel, it's part of the game is like unfinished because it was a lot of code, and so far I haven't got to finish it yet. So that's pretty much what I did so far with it. So now if you touch this present, it disappears. And I fell off the map again, but that's pretty much like all I've done with this game. And it's a confusing game, which I was also planning on creating one where I wanted to do it so that Santa misplaces presents and you need to collect them and put them in the bag. But, well, I didn't get to finish it, so I'm actually planning on finishing it. And this is the next game, which I think I've created quite a while ago. And I'm just going to go to the scene and go to the main menu. So it's kind of working right now. And yeah, I've established the UI pretty good. And to dodge the obstacles, press WASD. And this is pretty much what you do for this entire game. You just need to dodge obstacles. Otherwise, you get this. And also, this little thing, I was trying to make it so that that green cube turned into bits like this. And for this asset, these are actually rock assets. So these are mini rocks that I put a green material to and made floating in the air. So let's try the spy level. And yeah, so I have all of this. And yeah, this game is hard, yet sometimes it can be easy. So it's kind of okay. And so I want to get through most of these games quickly, which is why I'm trying to speed through them. And yep, I finished. So also most of my games that are decently old, or at least 3 months old, happen to have the player and a trophy from and happen to have them holding a trophy. So that's also something weird that I did. And this game isn't really considered a game. I just kind of made this for fun, and well, I just wanted to show it. But it does have some cool mechanics in it that I've never really implemented into any other game before. Like one of the main ones is right here, this astronaut, and he actually has 2 robots that I have that will follow him around. But that's not it. There's these spaceships that I added, which you can get a spaceship point of view if you want. Like when you want to, you can just change the display to display 1 or display 2, and you can see the spaceship point of view. So, well, I also have these displays. So if you change the display, you see right here, you can, with this, you can shoot out stuff and damage this, which I don't really know what's going on with this. I didn't really implement much. And this one, which is also kind of interesting, but if you go here, you can see. This is basically, you may have noticed this same exact blue planet in the astronaut thing. So yeah, down there somewhere, I'm pretty sure that the astronaut is there. And well, yeah, so somewhere down there, I zoom, and so this little thing that you see right here, this capsule, will be roaming around there, and it can also jump, which I wanted to test, and I made it very high. So I guess that's pretty much all for this game. And this is almost the final game that I'll be showing. So right here, I guess, wow, that was loud. I'm just gonna reduce the volume, but so the first thing that I'm gonna be showing for this game is yeah, the main menu and stuff. But I also don't really want to explain too much about this game for sake of time. So I'm just gonna show everything throughout this game and go through it. And so this game, I have this, so you can win, and you can also, throughout the level, we have some like jumps that I've added, and yeah, so if I go farther in here, I've added jumps and stuff, so yep, I'm just gonna go until we can see the jumps, and then I'm just gonna exit this level, and show the next, because these levels don't really have much else aside from these. So, well, that jump didn't turn out well. I'm just going to show this jump. So right here, we can go right here, and so we have a jump that you can use right here. And you can also throw out pretty much every car in the path. So if I keep speeding it a little faster, we can find this. And yeah, so right here, we have these jumps, and it also says, and we also have a losing screen when you enter the last area. And then there's this winning scene, which you got the thief, which I've already shown. And the next thing that I wanted to show with this game was the boat level, which I happen to not realize is there's a sphere. So I'm just going to ignore that sphere because I don't know how it got there. But aside from the sphere, everything in this is the exact same mechanics. But in this one, it's interesting because you can like jump very far and go right here. So now this one this one seems to be a favorite, and this is a helicopter level right here, which makes a little bit of noise. And yeah, so this asset down here, it actually happened to be one of my favorite assets ever in Unity because it looked really good. So I'm planning to create a game just with these assets. Actually, comment down below if you want me to, because that would actually turn out to be a good game, I think. And now for the final thing, I'm just going to open Google and search up simmer.io, and well, now I'm just going to search up the final thing, and I'm going to search up paper shot. So if I go here, paper shot, and there it is. So I found the game in this, and now, so right here, it's basically you need to press W and S to do this, and you need to get to the trash can to win. So in this case, I can't really do much else, and in Unity, usually I'll just exit, but in this case, I need to reload the page if it happens like that. But because I think that I didn't make the collider big enough, so let's just ignore the tutorial. And this is the park level. So the aim of this game is to dodge all obstacles and make it straight into the trash can. And yeah, I happened to get it. It's actually pretty hard to get it into the trash can. So this island level also has many interesting things. This particle effect actually looked really good when I saw the game. So I happened to add it quite a bit throughout the map. And these trees get pretty hard over time. And I also have outer space right here, which I drew it. And this one is basically only these cars right here. So, well, ignoring that, I have a cell phone or no, an iPad off in the distance. We have these cars and some asteroids. And we also have the final thing, which is a trash can, which you need to make it into. So that pretty much makes it for paper shot too. And that makes it for basically all of the games. And yeah, well, so this is, I think, the second time that I've been playing my own games. And well, Yeah, comment below if you want me to use those hexagonal assets that seem really cool. And bye.